Are you ready? Okay, let's get this started. Ladies and gentlemen, the organizer for the hackathon is going to present the finalists. Please give a warm welcome to Ethan Chai.
Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? Let's go. Okay, I know most of you are probably super dead right now. How many of you didn't sleep at all last night? Wow, and you still have energy, that's insane. How many of y'all went home, had a good night's sleep, 8 hours? Wow. Was it like too easy or did y'all just give up halfway? Too easy. Okay. I guess we'll make it harder next time. All right. So thank you all for joining us in this hackathon closing ceremony. As you guys know, we will be announcing the winners, but not just the finalists. We will also announce the bounty winners. So for those who weren't here on Friday, just a quick recap. We have 250 hackers from 20 different countries. This is, once again, probably the most diverse hackathon that we've ever done at ETHKL. And I hope next year, we're going to have even more people from all around the world joining us in wherever we're going to host it. 50% of you were new to Web3, yet I think this year, according to some of the judges, is probably one of the best projects that were actually created from this hackathon. So yeah, I really have to give you guys another round of applause for doing so well, even though you all are so new. And again, 20% are new to hackathons, right? So yeah. We have a total of 40,000 US dollar worth of prizes thanks to all of these sponsors here. Manta, Scroll, WorldCoin, The Graph, Internet Computer, PSE, and Aura. So again, round of applause. Okay. This year we had a total of 54 projects being submitted. For hackathon finalists, you win 2,000 US dollars per team. But actually, there's a secret prize. For the top project within these 5 finalists, you actually win 1 DevCon ticket per team member, and that's worth up to 3,000 US dollars. Are you guys excited to find out who are the finalists? Yes? All right. So the winners are Guardian of Galaxy, Just ETH, Player Love Player, Swipe, and Shift. Now the one with the trophy emoji is the one that won the best prize. So you guys are winning 1 DevCon ticket per team member. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to let all of these teams take just 5 minutes to really quickly present their ideas, show you guys why they won and what's so amazing about their project. So I'm going to first get Guardian of the Galaxy on stage to present.
All right, we starting? All right, so yeah, hello everyone, and yeah, we are Guardians of the Galaxies, and why we're calling that name? And we want to make the Ethereum greater again, and we want to protect the whole system by doing this little game here. So why do we want to be the Guardians of the Galaxy? So we see that Vitalik said we must all prepare for an Ethereum 1% attack. So why is that important? So like right now, the US have like a 31% of all the ETH staked within the ecosystem. So we are so close, and that number is still climbing up. So we're now, never before, we are closer to the Ethereum 1% attack. And now we're trying to do this decentralized, this staking defense game where we simulate the 51% attack within the gameplay, and we encourage every player to take part in this solo staking process. And every player can form alliances and communities within the gameplay. And so what we're doing is like a fully on-chain and sustainable game. And we're not play to earn, but we're play to learn. So ETH is the only token within the game. We are not doing like a GameFi or anything like that. We are purely like a public goods. We are trying to educate people with our game. And core gameplay is like you start the game, you stake the ETH, you collect resources as the representation of your staking rewards, and you build communities with your fellow players. And then you fight the Moloch together. So collect resources, form alliances, and build communities. And what's the most important part here? So like in the real life, we use the quadratic funding voting to vote and fund the public goods that we think that can help the ecosystem together. Like the Gitcoin, we have the public goods funding rounds. And so we have these artifacts, like the sword over there. The artifacts that communities can vote together and use the quadratic funding voting procedure to fend off the Moloch, which represents the Ethereum 1% attack. So the artifacts being voted there will not only be used for this attack, but also for the later gameplay, which strengthen the ecosystem by upgrading the network security and decentralization. So the game mechanic designs, quadratic voting procedure, sustainable model, and Ethereum support. And so we're building like an infrastructure for the autonomous world. We both are not developers, but we really want to utilize this opportunity to learn by doing. And we really want to just use this opportunity to express what we want in the education model here. Yeah, so here are the team member. Arvin, I'm the developer, and Tuan is like doing all the gaming design and all the ideation of the game. Yeah, so without further ado, let's jump into the demo. So here is a little game that we have. So right here, so you're a little spaceship over there, and all the stars over here is like the GETH, which represents the staking rewards. So you have to control this little spaceship over here to collect them, and that represents the pending GEs over there. So this is like the first part. You taking part of the game, you stake ETH, or you collect the resources to represent your staking rewards. And the next part is alliance. You want to make alliance with other players and to fend off and fight the Moloch together. And you paste the other player's wallet address here, you propose alliance, and you can accept alliance from another player. And you can all defeat obstacles or fight the Moloch together. So next come to the most important part. So the fight part. So every game we will use AI to simulate a Moloch. Well, the details is over here, and the question is every Moloch is being identified with a weakness. So all the players, your alliance, your community would have to vote, use the quadratic funding voting procedure to vote on a public goods over here. And one of the public goods will be most effective for the weakness of the Moloch. So that's the whole gameplay loop. you collect, you stake, you make alliance with other people, you fight. That's all. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Wow. That project done in 3 days, that to me seems really, really impressive. So I think we'll go on to the next project. We have Just ETH. Give it up for Just ETH.
Okay, hello everyone, we are Just Eat, and I'm going to introduce y'all to what we did. So I'm going to start off with the first problem statement, which is the current food rating app, in our experience, is very bad. Because first, there are a lot of fake reviews, because in Google Maps, you don't really need to get verified to leave a review. So there are many bots or ungenuine reviews. Next will be a lack of transparency, as you don't really know if the person has actually dined in at a restaurant before. So you could easily fake that as well. Third will be unreliable ratings. So let's say, for example, a restaurant has like a 5-star rating. It does not really reflect that the food is actually good, because it all depends on your food preference as well. Last will be the centralized platform. Because for Google Maps, they can actually take down a rating if the store itself has lodged a complaint. Yeah, next. So yeah, our app is a food rating decentralized app with dynamic voting power, powered by blockchain and AI. So we use this dynamic voting algorithm, which basically just takes in food preference, amount spent, reliability, and we take all that, multiplied by confidence level, and multiplied by the rating. So this confidence level is actually generated by the Aura AI. Yeah, so here's the system architecture. We are using Next.js for the front end. Yeah. All right, I'll move on to the demo. So first, you will need to connect your wallet. Okay, then after you connect, you need to select at least 3 preferences and your budget range. So you actually need to sign the transaction to store this on the scroll chain. So yeah, we just let it load for a bit, because it takes a while. Sorry. Yeah, it's signing, it's signing. All right, okay, now that we're in, we can begin our order. Okay, so this is the store page. Pass it on to Jingyuan.
Okay, so every store here is stored in the ICP in the canister. So if the store just one listing, they just build a canister and then your store will be inside here. Okay, so let's order a food.
Okay, so we proceed with the payment. So similarly, they will need to sign a transaction to complete the payment. Yeah. So to save time, we are going to first type out a review for the later parts, as the signing will take a while. All right, so then next I'll pass it on to Derek.
Okay, so this is the review part. So first, the AI will actually read the review, and then it will determine the confidence score based on sentiment and sentiment analysis. It's like how much context do you provide in this review? Then if you provide more information, we'll get higher score. So next, we'll verify with word ID to prevent bot spam. Okay, so this is the review. Like, we just skip the part because it takes a while. So this is all the review that we did. As you can see, if you provide more context, you have more confidence score. Lastly, this is the dashboard for all the shops. It's actually, the AI will read all the comments on the site there, and then if you generate a dashboard, the AI will actually rate your store and provide a summary about your store.
So actually, all of the data is being stored on chain and then retrieved by using the graph. And also, we also use the graph to pass the data into the AI.
Okay, yeah, that's the end of our presentation. Thank you.
All right. So that's pretty smart, actually. So nowadays, right, you know how restaurants will ask you to give 5 stars and then you can get like, you know, free 10% discount or like free coffee or anything. Now you'll know which ones are the fake reviews. So we'll go on to the next project called Player Love Player. All right, let's give it up.
Okay, hello everyone. So let's just get this thing up and running. Oops. Okay, hello everyone. We are Team Wanderers. So let's talk about dating apps. Okay, so dating apps were created to supposedly connect people and to form meaningful connections. But we felt that the traditional dating apps had certain issues. So among the issues, we felt that there was an exploitation on the system. So let's say you go onto Tinder, you could swipe right on anybody, and you could just maybe just go for like a hookup or something, just to get hookups. Other than that, also, if you aren't the best social butterfly, you would also have awkward online interactions with people. You could just say hi, and you wouldn't know how to carry on the conversation. Other than that, like in the growing internet age, there's a lot of bots and also love scams around. So with these issues, we came up with our game. I'll pass the time to Jacqueline.
All right, so our game, Player Love Player, is actually a dating game, but the catch is all the characters are actually real players. So how does it work? Basically, when people join our game, we will put them into a one-to-one scenarios, and then they can have the choices to choose the dialogue to interact with each other. So all these are AI generated. So in this case, we are actually providing a structured and guided interaction so that we can avoid having those kind of awkward situations, and also helps with, I can't remember what. But anyway, after that, so after they go through the game, right, you interact with each other, you go through the dialogues one by one, then you can come to a conclusion, and you can actually rate the experience. So over here, we also want to make them commit to their ratings. So in that case, that will also help our game to have a very authentic review system, so that we don't have a scenario where people can just do like I'm gonna swipe right on everyone so that I can get a chance on everyone, right? So in this case, let's start with a demo. So we have a video here. So when people join our game, they're gonna start with verifying themselves from a World ID. So this can make sure that all our players are actually just humans, like real people. So when they start, they actually can start to wait for a match. So when they get into a match, you can see an interface like the usual novel game sim kind of interface. So you can see on the left side, player 1 can start to talk first, then player 2 can reply back, and then player 1 can reply back with one of the choices that the AI generated. And then you'll go back and forth and come to a conclusion. So in these interactions, we also actually created like a short story. So you can view the story and then you can rate it. So in this case, here is where we do the committing. So when you want to pass or like the interaction, right, you actually make a transaction online and on chain. So this is just to make sure that you don't give you a commitment so that you have to pay for it, not just make some random rating. Yeah, and then in the end, if people both match each other, they like, then we just set them up for the next date. And that's all for our product.
Man, I feel like you guys are geniuses, eh? But you know, I've never used any dating app, so I don't know how it works. But whoa! You don't believe me? Try and find me. But yeah, I feel like now I'm gonna have a made-up fantasy in my head of like going on a coffee date with this person, but it doesn't exist. Then when I meet them in real life, then awkward, right? But yeah, I also realized one thing, Web3 UX has been very painful. Everything I want to do, I need to sign one transaction. So yeah, thank God it doesn't happen in real life. Okay, anyways, let's go on to the next presentation, Swipe.
Testing. Yeah, okay, so hello everyone, I'm Johnson, and is anyone here cold? Yes, okay, it isn't just me, I'm wearing 3 layers right now. Okay, so today I'm gonna present about Swipe, and to put into the 3 words, swipe, match, and earn. Okay, next. So yeah, this is our team. We have a product design. We have a product designer. We have AI and product, engineering, research, and product. He looks so happy, I'm not. Okay, next. And it disappeared. Come back. Okay. Cool. Okay, let me just continue. So the problem statement that we actually identified was Web3 is being decentralized, but that also makes Web3 jobs harder to find. So it shouldn't be like that. And one really good tagline that my teammate gave was, shitcoins and meme coins are easier to find than jobs. So actually a really good case study was from Berachain. They raised over 150 million US dollars, but still they have to go to Twitter to find a guy for marketing. It shouldn't be like that. So next. Yeah, so this is what we're trying to do. Make job hunting in Web3 easy and fun. And let me show you how. So you might recognize this UI, Bumble, Tinder-like, okay? So for job seekers and recruiters, you can all swipe left and right towards each other. So this is kind of like a vibe check and to see which job offer you really want to take up. Next. So this is the first main point, smart contracts for job agreements and payments. So whoever has done internship or even have recently went out for jobs, some people might face issues that, hey, the company promised to pay a certain amount, but in the end, I didn't get that amount. So this is where we come in. We instill smart contracts to be used for job agreements and placements so that you can get your promised and agreed share at the end of the month to foster trust between 2 parties. Next. Oh, the time is ticking. Okay, cool. Decentralized rating systems for companies. So you remember you can swipe left and right? So every time you swipe, you're actually affecting the reputation of the company that you're swiping. So this is for us to become a more self-regulated job-seeking platform. So companies that get higher reputation means that they are posting more legit jobs, they are not scam. They actually can get a higher success rate for good quality hires. And moving on next is all our user data are stored on chain. So they have their own, they own their own data as well as resistant to censorship. Next. So you remember I mentioned about you can store your chain data, right? So basically, what we look into Web3 is proof of work. So we believe that in Web3, your degree doesn't really matter too much. Go back. It's more on how much you're involved in the community. So even if you're involved in meme coin projects, you'll join hackathons, wrote articles on Medium, go next. You can actually display all of these results to people who go to your profile. So as you can see, job seekers can see, recruiters can see, hey, this guy has how many GitHub projects that are related, written in Solidity, and so on, to have a more easier gauge on how involved you are in the ecosystem. Next. And one fun thing. So to make communities more entangled with each other, we actually created a crypto persona, I would say, AI evaluator. So next, you can actually put in your GitHub link, your Twitter link, your Medium link, and it can actually, based on your profile, generate your own crypto persona. So whether you're a DeFi degen, you're a meme coin farm, airdrop farmer, meme coin enthusiast, it all shows up. And this is just to promote communities. You can share it out, get more people on board to the platform. Next. And yeah, this is our solution architecture. Not gonna go too deep into it, kind of boring. I've been staring for this for 2 days. Next. Yeah, that's all for today. Thank you. And swiper, no swiping.
All right. So just now we have AI dating app. Now we have a dating style job seeking platform. Do you guys realize that both the teams just now are all very young? How old are you guys, by the way? 21, 22, 23, 24. Wow. You guys just really stack up, huh? Yeah. All of you guys are now all just playing dating apps, huh? Okay. So next we have Shift. Let's give it up for Shift.
Testing. Crazy. Okay. All right. Before I start, let me give you a sample scenario. Wait, crazy. Okay. Meet RH. Look at his funny eyebrows. I know he did not go to ETH Global Singapore. I'm just giving a sample use case, but he went to ETH Global Singapore. Next. Okay, so basically, what is the issue with ETH Global Singapore? There are too many events clashing with each other. Do you guys agree? Yes! Okay. Okay. But everybody compared ETH Global Singapore with another certain blockchain's event, which is done very well. I do not want to say that name right now. Proceed! What's the solution? Next. Presenting Shift by ETHKL24. ETHKL24 is a state, just the context. Next. Okay, so what are we doing? We are making everybody take shifts doing events. Basically, we make sure that the events do not overlap with each other. We are also doing cool stuff on the side, like quadratic funding, which is what everybody is doing right now, is the current hype. So we split the pool into two parts, organizers and community engagement. We are also a community platform. We let them have bounties, reputation, reward, and penalties. Basically, the reputation part is that we make them adhere to our rules. If not, they'll get penalized. L. Event funds. Okay, next. Shifting. We are shifting how community engagement works. Next. Okay, demo.
Okay. Okay, I hope the demo god is with me. Right, let's see. So first of all, we want to identify is, we want to verify that it's a unique human, right? So yeah, I'm using my phone to verify. And once that's done, okay, you can see the scroll is unscroll right now, so I need to connect to my wallet to scroll. Yep, yep, and we implement scroll, so just kidding, right? Okay, so basically this is where everyone can see the communities. And so this is how you can add a new community. We actually deploy 5 contracts on Scroll. We are all in onto Scroll. Yeah, right. And of course, here is where you can look at the details of like the reputation and how many people stake the community. And there are AI analysis that is available here to, according to the data that it has, it will generate like a fantasy story about it. Yeah, there you go. Right? And the next thing is on event. So this is where you can preview all of the events by where, as an organizer, they can approve event, and as a user, you can fund the event. And of course, you can create an event as well. So once this is done, there will be a new event created here, supposing. Okay. So next thing is bounty. This is where we implement something called contribute to earn. We want the community to be engaged with the organizers. So organizers can actually create a bounty. And then as a community members, you can accept the bounty like building websites or creating posters. So this is what we have. And the next thing is I want to show you, let's say I know that today there's an event happening from 9 to 5. So I will just pick the time to show you that there will be a precaution alert that mention that, yeah, there will be clashing. So this is where the penalty falls in and also the rewards falls in, right? Okay, so looking into our solution architecture, we have our user, RH is here, right? It's using the website, and the Next.js is our main framework, and verification is World ID, signer is on MetaMask, and all of our contracts is on Scroll, and for the Gen AI LLM stuff, we have it on Aura, and everything is on EVM.
Next, why did we choose these 3? Scroll, Aura, and World ID. Next. Okay, so what we are doing with Aura, we are using their Gen AI capabilities to do bounty descriptions and community summaries. And Scroll, definitely all our contracts are deployed on Scroll, which is used for quadratic funding, registration, everything you can see over there. And World ID, basically we want no fake people on our site. And we want them all to be real, and like those dating apps fake people. Okay. No. I mean, I mean those fake people who get onto dating apps. Okay. You guys are cool, no worries. Next. What do we do to get money? Basically, this is a community app, so we don't really emphasize on money, but they will still need money in everywhere. So 1% of platform fees we take from their quadratic funding earnings and bounties. And sponsored AI prompts. Basically, AI prompts in Aura might need transaction fees sometimes, so we will charge them after 10 free. And boosting engagement. Basically, we highlight their community for a fee. We'll put their project on fire. I know somebody. Okay, never mind. Future plans. We have planned to have partnerships with more communities and more chains. We will deploy our own native token, and we will be the one-stop community hub for everybody. Puyo, meet the team. We have cool product and front-end people, and back-end and smart contract, smarty boys. Oh, okay. Yes, very good. Thank you. Wait. Oh.
All right. So I think that's all of the teams, right? 5? Yes, that's all 5. So yeah, I guess give it up for all of these 5 finalists. I hope you guys learned something from them. Lots of interesting projects. Okay. So the next part is going to be Hackathon. Hackathon bounties announcement. So I know you guys are probably waiting for this part. This is the most exciting part for a lot of you. But before I announce the bounty winners, I just want to take a very quick moment to just thank every single person in this room. Thank all of the participants for being here, the organizing team, the AV team, the media team, volunteers, all for making this happen. I also want to give a shout out to DevFolio for providing the hackathon platform for us that we're using for this hackathon. So yes, thanks everyone. Okay, so first we'll start with Manta. So the winners for Manta are Voice Cult, Maritime Stablecoin Borderless, Block Cash, Zone, Feeding Danny, and Enko Taki. All of you guys are winning those amount of prizes on screen. So yeah, congratulations. Next up is Scroll. So for Scroll, we have deploy on Scroll pool price. I'm not going to read all of that, but that's 45 teams, so 1,000 US dollars will be split among all of you. Best mobile application on Scroll, Stick and Run, first prize. For consolation prize, Swipe and also Block Cash. Where's the rest? Swipe and Block Cash, nobody scream. Okay, wait. Okay, Stick and Run? No, don't have. Okay, never mind. Best community application on Scroll. First prize, AI Guardian, safeguarding on-chain. Consolation prize, Guardian of Galaxy, pay to reach. Next, we have WorldCoin. So for WorldCoin, we have best use of World ID. First prize, Book of Knowledge. Second prize, Voice Cult. Third prize, Shift. And honorable mention goes to Stick and Run. Where's Stick and Run? I feel like they're not here. Oh, you're here. Scream, all right? Okay, so best public goods use case goes to Guardians of Galaxy. Wow, I feel like you guys just won almost everything. But yes, congratulations. Best governance app goes to Local DAO. For the pool prize, we have 33 teams that I sadly do not have time to put on screen. So congratulations to anyone that used World ID. You guys won that prize. Now on to the graph. For the graph, first prize goes to Crypto Survey and second prize goes to ETH TrustNet. Next, we have Internet Computer. The ICP bounty goes to AI Guardian, $1,600, Just ETH, Book of Knowledge, Local DAO, DeFi Sync, and Nika Swap. Next, we have PSE. For PSE, the best overall use case of TLS Notary, first prize goes to Proof of Win, second prize goes to Local DAO, and third prize goes to Nebula ID. Last but not least, we have Aura. For Aura, we have a pool prize of $1,500 that goes to Just ETH, again, ZK Block, Book of Knowledge, and Resolve. So congratulations to all of the winners. You guys won the prizes. However, I have to give one final but very quick note, is that all of these prizes are not final. I would say they're still tentative. We will review each one of your projects closely over the next 2 weeks. And by then, you guys will receive an email about how to claim your prizes. And the sponsors themselves will actually reach out to you guys on how to disperse those prizes. So yeah, I just want to say thank you once again to everyone for being here. I hope you guys really enjoyed the ETHKL Hackathon and Conference, and I will see you guys next year. Thank you.
Ladies